Yo. I thought I should make a new video since it's been a fucking while since I posted one. Um, yeah, and I don't know. I thought today was a good example, show some stuff. Um, and just talk about today and this week a little bit. So for me today, I was bearish overall because half the week has been set for me, or in my opinion, anyways. So, like, since Tuesday, I have just been looking for shorts. Today was quite an easy day, in my opinion, because what did we have before New York opened? We had a bunch of accumulation, right? If you draw this, this might make more sense to view it this way. Right, you can see we have clear accumulation throughout New York PM, Asia, and London. Right, we don't really manipulate anywhere between these times, we just manipulate. So what do we do close to New York opening? We start pumping really hard up, right? So pre New York open, we start pumping up. And if you look at the 50-minute, for example, you can see this is most likely the manipulation. Where do we manipulate into? We manipulate into a 50-minute RB. We manipulate into a 5-minute OB, which is within the 50-minute rejection block. So we have clear PD arrays that we manipulate into. We also had this hourly high as well. Let me just remove this. So, right, we manipulate, we take out hourly high, manipulate into these two PD arrays. And as you can also see, price started slowing down once we hit that. To be honest, though, we also had some 4-hour unfilled gaps, and a lot of people were super bullish, and they felt like we're definitely going to retrace. But if you look overall, with half the week been said, we're bearish. We still have a big target to go down here. And in my opinion, Nasdaq does not have to retrace to those 4-hour gaps. That's why I kind of told people you should not template these things, right? Doesn't mean because there are 4-hour gaps above us, we have to hit those gaps. If price shows rejection off of these two PD arrays and taking out the session highs, that's like more than enough for me to be like, okay, we're probably just going to start reversing from here and start our distribution. Let's remove this. So how could you have taken a trade? So obviously at first I was looking to short this, but it was getting very close to New York Open, which I don't always like to have like a trade running because it can be very volatile and wicky. And we started accumulating again after tapping these two PD arrays and taking out that liquidity. As you can see, we just started accumulating again on the 1 minute. So what I originally wanted to happen is for New York to open, take out these 1 minute accumulated highs, and for us to then move down and to then just entry trigger. But what happened, which I was looking at, by the way, but I just didn't take because I found it a bit too risky. But I saw some people take this, and it was a very valid trade, which was this 5-minute order block that we had. Let me just remove these. Okay. This 5-minute order block that we had, right? I don't remember if we had anything else. I think there was also like a 1-minute gap. Yeah. Clean 1-minute gap inside of that. Nice 2 PD arrays. So originally I would have probably taken this, but I just found it a bit too risky, obviously, as I said. And then you could have caught the whole move down to these lows. 18 RR. I'm sad that I didn't catch it, but it happens. I just wanted to play it a little more safe. So what was I looking at then? I saw we created this 4-hour rejection block. So here's a funny thing as well. So since we had the 706 from OTE and the 79, and we had this 4-hour rejection block, I was like, you know, because I want to see us go lower, and I just wanted to see a retrace for us to then catch the shorts down even more. What happens? What happens is I was waiting for the CE to get tapped, right? I wanted the CE to get tapped because it was in between the 706 and the 79, and it was also in a 50-minute for value gap, right? And so because I had like multiple things to look at, I was like, okay, let me just also entry trigger this. And this is the funny thing, it just never gave me a fucking entry. I was looking at this 5-minute OB that we had. Let me just remove these. This 5-minute order block that we created off of tapping those PD arrays. We also had a 50-minute rejection block with that 5-minute order block. So I was looking at both of these PD arrays for us to tap, but it just kept on moving down, and it never really, it never really retraced more than like fucking 25% or something. So I did take a very small drop today. I don't know where it is though. If you can see here, this was a short I took because I was very what the fuck am I doing? I was very sure about us hitting midnight open with these relative equal lows, or no, these equal lows that we had, these two in this 5-minute fair value gap. I was very sure that we were definitely going to hit that. So after seeing price just never really retracing, I was like, okay, fuck it, let me just entry trigger. Saw this 1-minute OB that got tapped. We created a 1-minute rejection block from that, so I just entered off of the rejection block. Right here, tight stop loss, 5-point stop, TP at midnight open, and yeah, boom. As you can see, just basically dumped to my TP. Only made like $700 on that though, on my 5 accounts. Not much, but you know, it's something. And yeah, that's the trade that I took. I usually don't like to take trades like that, but just reading PA, that was the most obvious thing for me to do. Damn, we respect 10 a.m. crazy. So yeah, that was kind of the daily recap, trade recap that we had. I expect us to just go lower, to be honest. I don't know what we did on the 1 hour. We also had this order block that was aligning. Holy, this was such an obvious short, like area to short. Anyway, that was a trade recap and like daily recap. Hope you guys got something from it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.